Alright, before we start, I just want to apologize for my voice here. I messed up the settings of the microphone and I sound like Darth Vader.
What up, guys? This is Chris Rukov for Hand of the Week. Today, it's one of my friends that sent me a few hands. I'm gonna pick a couple of them, you know, the ones that I find interesting, obviously. First thing we have to notice about this hand is that we are pretty deep. We're 200 big blinds deep. I do not teach deep game. I teach only 100 big blind game, and I'll tell you why right now. Middle position opens. He has more than 300 big blinds, which is insane. It's 80 cents. This guy jams all in, and now it's up to us to make a decision. And this is why I don't like playing deep, because here there's a lot of mistakes that we can do. Now, we're not that afraid. We obviously have a range advantage against the middle position, but if we ship it, he folds everything but aces and kings. I would say he's gonna fold ace king. He should, at least. If we call, then he can come along with something weaker, but maybe we're losing against this guy. So I don't like playing deep, because we're gonna experience more variance and we're gonna experience same situation, not with same stack sizes, which is a big problem. If you are taking my course, or you are a student of mine, you know that two things need to be true for us to make money in poker. One is same situations, you know, experience the same situations, and two is same stack sizes. Those two needs to be in line, because if we have the same situation, aces versus kings, for example, and we have $2 on a 10 no limit table, and we win 4 times in a row, we're gonna be up $8. But what if the 5th time that we're gonna lose, we have $10? Now, all in all, we are minus $2 profit. It's a minus $2 loss. But mathematics actually is true. We won 80% of the time with our aces. So if the stack sizes are not the same, you know, we're risking not making money. Also, it's true if the, you know, situation that arises is different. For example, if you have aces versus kings here, we are 200 big blinds deep. We're not gonna see that situation with those stack sizes anymore. I mean, not anymore, but not very often. More often than not, we're gonna see players with $20, which is 100 big blinds. So with that said, he calls. Now, if he jams, what do? There's another problem. There's so many problems we need to solve into the hand. He calls. We see in the flop 3-way. Bet 7, which is a half pot. Obviously, we're like supposed to be all in on the turn here. He calls, which tells us what? Slow played aces, slow played kings. The other two queens, maybe. Ace jack is the weakest hand that I see into his range. Anything else, he should not be calling $5 pre. That's 25 big blind at the end of the day. We see a turn. Hero bets 15. Yeah, sure. He calls. That scares me, like. Wow, so lucky that there's such fishy players. I just wanted to show this hand just to show you guys why I do not like playing deep. The variance of the game increases dramatically, and on the small stakes, you do not really want that. You want to grind out the small stakes, you know, the micros, and just go to 50 and now 100 and start making the real money. Then you can take, you know, more variance heavy spots, but for here it's just not needed. It's needless to do so. All right, let's see this hand. He says, I don't know if I should have stacked off on the turn. Under the gun, notice under the gun has like 250 big blinds or so. The best position in the game opens, smaller sizing for some reason. Big 3-bet, huge 3-bet. Kind of don't know really how to read that. I'll definitely go for a min 4-bet and see how it develops. I have offsuit ace king. If it was suited, I would just call. Now, calling here is not a bad decision either, but I would say that more often than not, I'm just gonna go for a 4-bet and see how, you know, what's developing. Now, if he comes on top, which is my biggest fear after my 4-bet, basically why are we 4-betting in this case? It turns out like we 4-bet as a bluff, just to check if he has a better hand. So, and we're deep, which skews the game into a whole nother dimension, which I don't like. All right, exactly what I said. Good job. Okay, he folds. So we're not unscared of this guy. We are, but we're gonna stack off. Ace comes on the board. We can check or bet here either way. We got $15 effective, so if you bet 5 here and he calls the turn, we're looking at $20, and we're gonna have $10 effective stack, so SPR will be 2-1, which is good to stack off and you know, as a top pair, top kicker hand. But either way, we can check, he can bet, we can ship it, or we can bet, he can cover, you know, whatever. Oh, well, I guess the because he wrote, I don't know if I should stack off on the turn. I guess that was for the previous hand with the 7 that we saw. But this hand, yeah, I like it. Kind of exactly what I said. Yeah, for this hand, he says, I wasn't sure how to play this hand pre. I mean, it's not the best situation in the world. If it was offsuit, I mean, if it was suited, I was kind of looking to call more often than not. Offsuit, I'm looking to 4-bet more often than not because I'm blocking aces and kings quite a lot. All right, this hand, he says, I wasn't sure if I should ship the river. We're playing 10, no limit. Again, he's deep, but no one on the table is deep, so that's good. We got a limper, so he's a fish. So we identified the limper right away. He limps. I mean, we identified the fish right away. He limps, and he doesn't have how to top up. That's our 2 telltale signs. This guy, obvious fish, 188. Obviously, he's not here to make money. He's here to have fun. I will just check with those 6s. Honestly, I don't think if I ISO here to 40 cents or you know something along those lines, even if they call, I will be playing a pot that is blown out of proportion with pocket 6s. That means I'm going to be missing a lot of the boards. He decided to check. Was going to be my advice too. You can always bet on the flop 15, 20, maybe 20 cents. This board is good. Most likely no one has a 10 because there are 2 10s there. I will definitely bet 20 cents here. Yeah, I would not, because now if they have a king 8, let's say this guy has king 8, player 1 maybe has, I don't know, ace 5. Now an ace or a king hits and we are losing the hand and we let him get there for free, which we don't want. Also a queen, ace, king, queen, those are scare cards and they might have it. In this board, maybe if somebody limped with pocket 7s, maybe we can make him fold with 20 cents, but I don't know. But I'll definitely bet that board. 6 on the turn, great, 20 cents now. Now the pot would have been bigger. Obviously, we're not going to hit the 6 on the turn that often, but the pot would have been bigger if we have bet the flop. You just gotta bet for information on the flop, man. He calls. Now, what can he call with here? Honestly, backdoor flush and flush on the flop. I mean, flush draw on the flop and a backdoor flush. I don't see anything. I don't think he's going to be checking the jack there. Again, you have more read on the opponent than me, but... Okay, so flush came in, that was on the flop. Straight came in. For example, we had king, queen, queen 10, queen 8. No, I don't think queen 8 would have been a deal here. Yeah, just king, queen that got here. I don't think any other straight draw. I mean, 7, 8. If he calls you with a good shot, sure. Every now and then flush came, which is more important. Yeah, sure, good sizing. I mean, we don't know if he just have nothing. So let's see, he raises. Yeah, I'll definitely look for a good raise here. He mean raises you, that means he has something. If he has jack 10, so be it, it's a cooler. What are you gonna do? If you switch the cards and you have jack 10 and he has 6s, when you're going in anyways. Now you have the 6s, he has the 10s, the 10 jack, when you're going in anyways. Who cares? It's a cooler. You cannot fold a cooler. That's why it's called a cooler. 250, alright, good sizing. Good. I mean, yeah, sure. You ask me, should have you shipped here, but I don't think he's gonna call you with much. I mean, straight and flush maybe would fold if you ship. Now you're making $1.70 extra more often than if you had shipped it. You're gonna get more folds. If you make it 250, you're gonna get more calls. So I think it's more EV here. Ace 4. Okay, he had a flush. I mean, that's good. That's good. I like the sizing on the river there. I don't think you should have shipped it. I think you should have done exactly what you did. Now, this friend of mine, actually, I gave him my course for free. Links in the description. It is 39 bucks, but it's half off for the first 25 people who purchased it and used the code FIRST25. I think that was the code, but check it down below. So he watched it for free just to give me some feedback of what things I need to change and update on the course, which I will do. And he said that the playing style that I teach on the micros is extremely boring. I will quote here, it's extremely boring, but for 1 hour I made 4 stacks. And I'm like, so you make money, right? He's like, yeah, but it's really stupid and hard for me not to bet on spots that I'm usually betting and to, you know, fold like hands that I don't want to fold. And I'm like, hey, did you just make 400 big blinds for 1 hour of play? Shut up and take the money, bro. Always opt to make the money, because at the end of the day, the goal of the game is to make money. All right, I think that wraps it up for today, guys. Yep, we're over 10 minutes. Thanks a lot. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you for the support. If you want to contact me, my links are down below and my contacts are down below. Good luck on the tables, guys, and stay safe.